Hi everybody, this is Marlon here. I'm coming at you once more for another cooking adventure, which we will go on together. So buckle up for safety. And today is a very special show for me because I'm dedicating it to a dear friend of mine who is celebrating the occasion of her birth, remembrance, about this time. Her name is Susan, and I will be doing this show specially for her, and I hope that the result is something that she enjoys and in fact enhances her already very full life, which in fact is brimming over with goodness, as I have seen with my own 2 eyes, or 4 at this time right now. So I will confess to you, hello Kitty, you'd like to be the star of the show again as always? Or perhaps you'll just move along. That it will not be the easiest show for me today because I am a bit under the weather. I am below the weather right now. I'm feeling a little the buggeroony, which has been going around the island, and it has gotten me. It has taken a little chompy on Marlon's big tuchus, and I do provide quite a large target in that area. Yes, and so I'm a little bit out of sorts, if you would, and I'm a little, anyway, the other handicap which I am facing, I don't mean to beleaguer you with my misfortunes, but my maid, servant, woman, helper, kumquata, is on her annual spiritual retreat at this time, so she's not providing any help to me today, which meant that I had to go and do my own shopping, which is not something that I'm accustomed to. And but I did have quite an enjoyable time in the market, myself choosing my own ingredients, which is very enjoyable to me because you must start with the finest ingredients when you're creating something that will be delicious for everyone. So I'm there in the supermarket. I will relay. Well, let's just get started. First of all, let me say this. People often ask me, I'm a bit winded. I took a little jog around the house today, and I did, I'm losing count here. I believe I did 1.5 laps. Yeah. So I'm a bit tired, plus all the medication which I'm taking makes me a little drowsy and a little stupid. So, but people often ask me, Marlon, why are you so big? Is that healthy? And I usually say, none of your business, smart aleck. But the other thing that people ask me is what your program's very entertaining, and when I have the time I enjoy to watch them thoroughly and take many notes, but what if I am making something and I am in a very, very big rush, more of a rush than normal? Can you provide for me an answer to this? And so today, what we have right here, as you can see, if we can get a close-up of that, see if we can check this out right here. What this is right here, people, this is a timer, a common kitchen timer. See, this is in the shape of a tomato. Perhaps you say tomato. I'm not sure which you would enjoy to say, but this is a timer here. Ooh, look at that. That's the stem part. Looks like a star, some kind of sea creature. By the way, I'm listening to the Beach Boys right now. They're comforting me in my time of stuffiness. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to set the timer. As you can see, there's the little indicator, which is on 0 right now. Now, what if you have to, which way? This way. Make something in, I'm getting kooky. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay, that's how much time we have today. That's right. 15 minutes, we're going to set it down. right down there. And then I'm going to come back to you right now. Look at that. It's my boobie right there. Whoop, whoop. So we set our timer right now, and we have now only the 15 minutes which to create this delicious item. But have no fear, because we're making something today which is quite fun. Oh, can we see that there? You can see it ticking away. That's going to be crazy. So what we're going to make for you today, let's just jump right into it. I'm under the gun a little bit, so there may be perhaps fewer of the crazy stories, which you're used to. That's okay. What are we going to make today? You may be wondering to yourself, and will Marlon make it through it in his condition? Please, no wagering, people. That's not kind. I'm all right. I'm a big man. I'm used to being, under the gun, and I've just found out about a project which I'll be working on, but let me get to that later. Let's just get right into it. When you see this, what do you think of, people? You think of delicious shake beverage. A shaky, which you can enjoy at really any time of the day. You can make yourself a breakfast shake, or a brunch shake, or a dinner shake, or snack shake, midnight snack time shake, or maybe like 2:30 a.m. when you pop out of your bed and you are feeling restless and you're sweating and you want something cool and yet something that will satisfy your craving. That is when you would perhaps create a delicious shake, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a shake, and it's going to be fun. How are we doing on time? Oh boy, 12 minutes. I can hear that ticking down. Well, many fun ingredients for the shake, and what I recommend is you can do a couple of things if you're entertaining a crowd, a group, if you will. You can make individual shakes. You can make one big giant shake and everyone will enjoy from that. Or you can just put some of the ingredients in. You see what I'm getting at here? And then you make an individual shake, and then you make, Sally wants this and that, and Thomas wants something a little bit different, and maybe he's allergic to a coconut and he cannot have that, for he'll blow up like a balloon, which would be amusing to all of us like it was last time. But we don't maybe want that to happen, so we can make our individual shakes. So that's something to keep in mind when you are having fun at your party engagement and you want to personalize it for your friends and loved ones and whoever else may be around. So let everybody know while we prepare and get ready to make a shaky. We will, of course, roll up our sleeves and get ready to work now like a surgeon doing some fine detail work. We start, of course, oh boy, with the ice cream. It does not matter too much. The ice cream, of course, will be your base, so it doesn't really matter what kind you use. I recommend getting the cheapest kind possibly that you could find, because you're going to add so much craziness to it that it won't, the original flavor of your ice cream will pretty much be gone. So I have just chosen French vanilla. I hope it doesn't smell like those nasty French people. I can't really smell right now anyway, so I'm not the right one to ask, and since Kumquata's not here, we cannot ask her. So we'll just assume that it does smell French-alicious. We're going to put some of that in. A little bit here. You're going to watch, don't want to overload your blender contraption, because that could be dangerous. There we go. Ah. That was good. I got another flavor because I just noticed this in the store today. Oh boy. With this is Bob and Larry's You may have noticed that kind. Excuse me, everybody. This is a new flavor, orange. Oh, sweet Jesus. This is orange cream. Look at that. Can you see the orange in this? This is just like my hat. Look at that. Ooh, that's cool. It's very cool. I like that. Maybe I'll tape it to the side of my head. So I like the creamsicles. Remember those when you were a child? And the ice cream truck would come along ding-a-ling, ding-a-dingy, and it would announce its presence, and you would rush out. I would often get a creamsicle because I very much enjoy the combination of the orange and the vanilla put together. And they have made a flavor out of that, and I would just enjoy to try it on my own before I subject you to it. Yes, it tastes exactly like a creamsicle. Bob and Lenny, you've done it again. Thank you. I'm going to put a couple of scoopies of that in there. That'll add a nice orange flavor, which will be good. Where's the lid? That's okay. Got so many ingredients here, I really gotta... Where are we now? Oh my goodness, 7 minutes. Well, let's just go ahead and put some maple syrup in there. Let's just put a capful in. There's a little capful of syrup. This is fresh from Vermont, I believe. They have a lot of... No, it's from Canada. Well, screw me. Okay, we have that. And now we're gonna add some pudding. What flavor is this? I don't know, it's a bit of a layer. You can see that, a couple layers there. We'll just put some pudding in. Gloop. There we go. It's good, of course. For fudge flavor, you go to one source only. You go to Mrs. Richardson because she makes fudge from her heart. And it shows. Okay, so we're just going to scoop out some fudge right now and put that in. There, get in there, fudge. I could hear the ocean. So then we'll have some fudge, and now we will... Whoa, there's so much here. Of course, we need marshmallows because they whip up very much in a satisfying way. We'll just sprinkle a little bit of marshmallows in there. Okay. Don't worry too much about your equations because you can always add more. It is difficult to take out when you've mixed it together, however, but you can always add some. So don't get too concerned yourself about that. And we will get our cutting board right here. This cutting board has onions on it. And we'll, okay, move that over. Oh, my girth is getting in the way there. We have some Droxies. Look at that. You see what I did this time? I just poked that little Keebler Elf right in the head. There we go. There's some Droxies, and we're just going to take out some Droxies. Alright. We've got our Droxies. We don't even really have to break them up too much, but because the incredibly sharp blades will handle that. Let's just put 3 Droxies in there. And one more marshmallow. And now we will go to 6 minutes, people. Battle stations. Woo! 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 That's a little fun. Let's add a... there we go. Natural ingredient, which I picked only this morning. I'm fibbing, I got these at the store. These are just strawberries, which are in season right now. On the island, I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are, so I'm not certain. I don't really think we really have to cut these up too much, but I will anyway, a little bit. Cut those up. A little bit there. Watch your fingers. It's good to add a little bit of a natural feel to it. A little something from nature, a kiss from nature. Sometimes I enjoy a big sexy soul tongue kiss from nature, which is long lasting and makes me tingly. I don't know if you are like that as well. When people say you should get in touch with nature, I know what they're talking about. I like to get in touch with it. Oops, one of our strawberries escaped. And this is a rather large, I believe this is a tomato. Huh. Okay, there are my strawberries there. Squeeze me a minute, I'm just gonna, oh boy, that bug really got a big bite out of me. Let's not forget our good friend, Coeft. I'm just looking here, I got a bit sidetracked with the little recipes on the side for strawberry shortcut, it's called, and fruit in a cloud. Perhaps next time we will make fruit in a cloud. That is something for you to look forward to. Here is our Cool Whip, and we're just gonna add that. I don't, at this time, need to tell you what that's gonna add. Creaminess. No, creaminess. Oops, don't get away from us. Oh, Beach Boys make me feel good. I had Brian Wilson over to the house the other night, and we just like to sit around, maybe watch some Monday Night Football and have some pork rinds and play snookers and just kind of, you know, make some s'mores and you know, just rap, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of speak our mind and speak of the things which are important to us. He's very good like that. He's very good one to is open. He will open up himself and appreciate it. I'm gonna add a little bit of coconutties here. Not too much, some people don't like it, but it does add an interesting texture, if anything, because it's a very, it's textural. Well, just a little bit of that. Now we'll get into our candy portion. Can you say hello to Mr. Caramello? Caramello. Hello, Caramello. Look at that. Comes in four delicious squares. Ooh, caramel goodness. I'll do that again and slowly, like more. Do you see the caramel? Let's put 2 of those in there. This is a Milky Way bar here, which will also add us some caramel. I don't know if this is, you could see that. This is the new flavor. It's dark. This is Milky Way dark. See how dark that is? Look how dark that is. It's very dark. Some people like it dark, and for those people, this is for you. You can see the nougat there. You know you're getting good stuff with the nougat. I've got 2 minutes, so we're gonna throw 3 of those in there. Oh, shut up. I've got 2 minutes. Look at that. It cheated me. We'll ignore that, but I will speed it up a little bit here. We will add some junior mints to get a minty flavor. Minty. I hope we're not overloading, because we don't want to have a bad explosion in M&M's, and this is a crunchy, crispy, crunchy variety. There's so many varieties now, it's very difficult for Marlon to keep track. The M&M family, it seems to always be expanding, like rabbits, those guys are. And also something which a friend of mine recommended, I've not yet to try it, so we will try it together here today. Instead of putting milk, which you will put into your shake to sort of thin it down a little bit, decided to go with this, something that looks delicious, and this is a mudslide by the fine people at the club, and I think this will add some nice enjoyment. Make the caps very sealed tight so small children will not get into the club. I thought I had a little thing. Where's my thing? There it is. This is very potent. The club. Are you supposed to shake this? Not sure. It doesn't say. Doesn't say on there. This has rum and other flavors, which is not indicating because they're very secret over there. I'm a bit curious. Made with rum, non-dairy creamer. Ugh. Again, I can't really smell too good, but we're gonna add, this is a 1/4 cup. You want to use half of that. See, I put too much in. Well, I better put more. All right, that's a 1/4 cup, and I see that we're gonna need more because we're got so much other ingredients, and that's, I believe that adds up to half a cup. That's just a little bit more. Oh, and just for my own personal curiosity, I don't want to stare you down a dead end. Yes, honey, that's potent. And speaking of potent, delicious flavor, we'll add a little bit of the peppermint schnappers, because I'm not sure if the peppermint, which was in our junior mints, was enough, so we'll add a capful. This, of course, is for our grown-ups. There's an adult shake, not for the young ones. So make sure they do not dip into it, because we don't want little kids roaming around and getting crazy. And I was going to tell you before, when I was in the market earlier today, and I was, under the affliction of the bug, and that was very amusing because I was in the produce section. When you're in the produce section, there's like, it's a little more narrow, the little aisles, and often what I do, and I'm sure you also as well, because you are very much like me in every way, is that you'll leave your push cart in one area, and then you'll go and you just gather up your, different fruits and vegetables and whatnot, and then you bring it all back to your cart. And I just lost my mind for a moment, and I'm pushing a cart, and this woman, these two elderly women, this is a true story, one of them says, "Oh, I've lost my cart," and she looked into my cart, and as she's looking into my cart, I'm looking at her thinking, "Lady, what's the problem? I'm not going to steal your cart." I was annoyed by the fact that she would think that I would take her cart, like I've got nothing better to do than to go to the market and steal a lady's groceries from them. But then the funniest thing was that, in fact, I had taken her cart. Accidentally, I had taken it. And it's a bit of embarrassing, but amusing as well. And I was like, "Oh, excuse me, I guess my cart's around here somewhere." And then I started to walk away, and she said, "I believe you forgot your tomatoes." And I was, "Yes, those are my tomatoes." And so I go back and I get my tomatoes, and then I put them in my cart, which was just over a little ways away. It's a crazy thing that happened to me in the store. These things happen. And now, when I see our timer is just about to go off, 5 minutes ago, so we're at the point. Now we have a short, let's see if we can accommodate. They make blenders, of course. They give them very short plugs there, cords. That's as far as we can go. Oh yeah. We're just going to cover this up because this could go crazy. I'm not even quite certain what's going to happen here, but I think it's going to be fun. Can we see that okay? All right. Now there's many ways to go here. We'll start it on the lower one, and it's going to be a little bit noisy. Now we're going to increase. We're going to crank it up a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. Look at that go. It's fun. This is going to give us a power boost. Wow, wow. Oh yeah, whoa yeah. You want to let that go a bit because we've got a lot of cookies and stuff in there, and they need to really get crunched up good. You don't want anyone choking on something. Oh boy. Okay. I hope you had fun as much as I did. That's a nice thick one, and we have a... Spoil yourself, people, with a nice glass, because you've created something which is, in fact, it's a classic, it's a masterpiece, so don't be afraid to put it and to showcase it in a nice arrangement. Okay. There we go. Look at how thick that is. It's very thick. You can see how it poured there. It's nice. If you want, you can take a little Cool Whip, and because presentation is so important in what we do, you can make a little scoopy on there. It's nice. It's nice. Looks good. And then just to kind of continue in that vein, we can make it a little more colorful with the M&M right like that. And there's one there. Here is a green one. They will share some space. And then I would like to add a tomato on there, so it'll look just so. Let's get something nice for my friend Susan. I want it to be nice. Get a little wedge there, and over here, little wedge. Then we will just sprinkle a little bit coconut on there, and what else we can do? We can do that with a cookie. It's nice. It's nice. I'd like to put a junior mint on there. Junior mint. Yeah. I want you to really get a good look at what we've done here today. It's very pretty. See that? Look at that. It's nice. Spilling? No. Look how nice that is. It's a nice... You look at that and you think to yourself, it's a nice thing. It's really got a lot going on there. It's almost too good to, in a way, to drink, isn't it? Or to eat it, drink it. Is it a meal or is it a drink? I don't know. It's kind of a... Look at that. Look at that. It's good. Look at how thick it is. See the thickness there? We will sample it to make sure it is not lacking in anything, because remember, you're making this to taste. So please recall to taste it and to add if necessary. So I'll do that now. It was very interesting. I can't even put my finger on any one ingredient which I'm sampling there. It seems like a smorgasbord of all of them. It's amazing the combination. That's very... Wow. I don't even really know what to say. It's difficult for me to put it down. It's like... Well, I can't even... It's very much playing with my senses. Oh boy, that I could see. Look at that. I've barely had a little of it, and it's very, very filling. Yes, that's quite delicious. It's quite good, and we've done it in, look at that, less than 15 minutes. Very good. So now you know that you can make it. Hello, Kitty. In about that time. And we have people coming over, and something quick you can make. And it's cool. And it works out very well for me because I don't have so much time this week. I will take more time with you next week. I'm rehearsing for a part, and I'm not really supposed to discuss it in any way, but because you are my very loyal fans, I will tell you, but please do not tell other people, because this is not, you cannot discover this in the trade magazines or whatnot. It's very much of a top secret thing. But I was contacted by a Mr. Joel Schumacher just the other day, and he sent to me a script, which is a sequel. It's a series which has been very extremely successful. Maybe not recently, for certain reasons, but he wanted me to bring something exciting and very different to the role of the Batman. And so I've been trying to really get in touch with what is the essence of the Batman and what can Marlon bring to the Batman. And originally Schumacher asked me if I would not, perhaps get physical and lose some of the girth. But I thought to myself, in a way which I approach these projects with my mind, firstly, what about this? Since we all agree that that little Robin is such a nuisance, such a pain, and very much a diversion from the entertainment portion of the story, what if the Batman, getting annoyed, as we all have been, with the Robin, decides to, in fact, eat the Robin? And he eats the whole Robin like a snake. The snake eats like a rabbit, just go, and then it keeps going down. And then I've got the Robin right here, see? Sometimes when I stretch, you could see the outline of his face, my belly. I thought it would add a bit of amusement and a layer, a texture of something that I think people, the sophisticated audience, which I think we'd be trying to reach with this installment of the Batman, and would certainly appreciate that nuance. So which is a relief to me. I don't have to, do the Stairmaster, which I broke the last one, and had to go to small claims court with the people at Nautilus. But that's another story. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm just going to leave you, Susan, and friends, with the delicious shake. Unfortunately, the volatile nature of the shake and the fact that I am a bit under of the weather would not allow me to share this particular shake with you, but I will some way get you the ingredients, and you've had an idea of how you can mix it up yourself. And I encourage you to go your own path, to follow your own crazy way in life and what works for you, and to find a new discovery in the world of shake making. And if it is extremely delicious, I hope that you will share it with me, with a letter and perhaps a photograph. So I bid you adieu and enjoy the shake, as I'm sure I will enjoy, as I will make several more for me and also for myself. So this is Marlon, a little bit under the weather today. Apologize if I seemed out of sorts in any way, but I hope that you enjoyed. And I will take the strawberry, dip it into some Cool-Whip. That is how I will say goodbye today. Until next time. That's pretty good. I don't even know where I am right now. That's the weird thing. I need some more medication, I think. Yeah, medication's good. It's good.